Whenever you beat or torture this man, there will be lots of gold coming from his mouth. It sounds great, do you want it? Harry just got off the plane, and he is waiting to claim his luggage. But when he is sending his roommate messages, the noisy airport suddenly becomes quiet. The conveyor belt stops too. Harry is so surprised, he wants to ask the staff, but a black suitcase accidentally comes up on the belt. Harry thinks it's his luggage. He takes it and comes home. He does not know that all his stuffs are still lying on the belt. It is not Harry's suitcase. Upon coming home, he puts the suitcase in the living room. He then opens the fridge to get something to eat while listening to music. Suddenly, the suitcase moves a little, which makes Harry scared. He thinks this is just a joke from his mate. Ayo, he shouts out loud to the room upstairs. However, a voice comes out from the suitcase. Harry quickly opens it up since he thinks there is someone in the suitcase. This is the most terrible thing that Harry has never imagined. There is a man with a distorted body in the suitcase. The squeezed man begs Harry for help. He wants Harry to turn his face around, because he can barely breathe. Harry is so terrified, he holds a baseball bat and steps forward. He uses a hand to turn that man's face around. Harry's very curious. He does not know what is happening. The black man explains that because he had some trouble with the bad guys, he consequently is squeezed into the suitcase. He also rejects the Harry's intention of bringing him to the hospital, because he is afraid of being found by his enemies. The man in the suitcase says that if he is out of this thing, he will be able to escape himself. Harry finally agrees. He decides to help the poor man. He holds the man's leg and starts pulling him out of the suitcase, but the man screams with miserable expressions. A gold coin suddenly comes from the black man's mouth. Harry is amazed. He carefully checks the coin in his hand. That man rapidly tells Harry that anytime he is in pain, his mouth will release gold coins. After that, the man gives Harry an offer. If Harry can get him out of here, all the coins released will belong to Harry. Then the black guy faints down. Harry is so confused, he closes the suitcase and takes it to his room. After a long day, he falls into a sleep easily. The next morning, Harry brings the gold coin to an antiques place to check. This shop owner confirms that the coin is real and very valuable. Harry then accepts the offer to exchange the coin for $275. When Harry's roommate knows the deal, he says Harry was fooled by the shop owner. Alex thinks the coin costs at least $350. Alex also wants to know where Harry can find that coin, but after Harry tells the story, he does not believe it. To clarify, Harry brings Alex home. As soon as they arrive, Harry's ex-girlfriend rushes out from the house. She cannot believe that Harry is not only a weirdo but also a criminal. As Harry cannot explain clearly, he takes them into his room. They are both terrified when the suitcase is open. Harry claims that he did not do anything. Carla suggests they should set the man free, but during the time he is being pulled out, the black man releases a lot of coins. The roommate nearby notices the coins. He believes in Harry's story. Disrupting the two people, Alex says it is a big chance to make money. He also does not care about Harry's disagreement. Harry is hesitant, but Alex pulls the suitcase to the stairs and kicks it down. A huge number of coins lie on the floor. They are all surprised because of the gold coins. Harry then accepts the suggestion from his roommate that they will keep this black guy for 48 hours. They will let him go after that. Then, the man in the suitcase is tragically tortured. The three people use mousetrap, pliers to make the man painful, collecting the gold coins. Carla uses high heels to kick him so hard, and use vibrating machines to torture him. They earn thousands of gold coins. They spend the gold for many things to improve their lives. In addition, in order to collect more gold, they are no longer using the normal ways to torture. They think electric will be more effective. Hence, the black man is shocked by electric. He painfully screams, releasing a big amount of gold. The miserable man is begging them for death, because he can't stand anymore. Harry feels sympathetic. He advises his friends to stop, but the other two are now blinded by greed and gold. They even want to amplify the electric current to get more gold. Harry decides to call the police for help, but Carla breaks his phone by a hammer before Harry can make a phone call. After hearing Harry's criticism, Carla also uses the same hammer to hit him. He struggles to get downstairs, and then receives another hit from Carla. Harry falls down, hits his head on the floor and stops moving. The two evil people are scared, but they want to collect some more money before getting away. In this moment, the black man laughs out loud. His eyes suddenly sparkle. There is no place for monsters like you in this world. Then a black smoke comes out from the suitcase. A monstrous purple demon shows up. Carla and Alex are terrified and start screaming. In the next scene, Harry wakes up in the hospital. A bunch of flowers and a card are placed next to him. Get well soon, you surprising boy. And if you ever need anything, just think of me, and I'll be there. In the final scene, at an airport check-in kiosk, the black guy appears. He is now in a normal human form. He wants to check more than 10 suitcases. The suitcases are sent to places all around the world. There are human crying and yelling sounds from them, but no one hears that. This is the end of the movie. We advise you should never take the wrong suitcase from other people. Thank you and see you soon.